Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper into some of these topics here. First, we'll start with the crowding out effect. What is this? Well, it's a theory stating that an increase in government spending will decrease private spending. And this is because the higher cost of loans that occur when the government sells bonds to banks in order to obtain more money for its own spending. Now, classical economics argue that the effect of the crowding out theory is the most significant factor on an economy, but Keynesian economists feel that the multiplier effect outweighs any positive or negative impact from the crowding out of the private sector. Now for tax cuts and government spending. Tax cuts are the reduction of taxes in hope that an increased income will prompt consumers to spend more, thus increasing aggregate demand. This would in turn lead to higher business profits, more jobs, and help a struggling economy recover. An example of how one would do this would be lowering the income tax. Now, spending hikes is an increase in government spending in an attempt to stimulate the economy during a recession by allowing its initial spending to trickle down through the economy, being spent and respent over and over. A great example of this is the Federal Reserve, which is the central bank for the United States, buying bonds from banks, which would cause an influx of cash in the economy, as more money is being transferred to these banks, which can then be consumed by people like you and me. Now, what's more powerful between tax cuts and increased government spending? Well, the answer is spending hikes or increased government spending. But why is that? People that argue in support of tax cuts would say that if people have more disposable income because of lower taxes, then they will spend more money, thus boosting the overall economy, which makes sense and is technically correct. But those who support spending hikes say that due to the trickling down of money, increased government spending will reflect in all facets of the economy over time and go kind of a bit deeper than tax cuts would. And overall, it's proven that while tax cuts do work, many people choose to save rather than spend their increased income due to the lower taxes, which does not happen for spending hikes, as all of that money is placed directly into the economy to be consumed. That is why spending hikes are more powerful and have a greater effect on the economy. Now, when measuring the multiplier, there can be some issues. It's extremely difficult to tell whether a change in GDP is a result of a specific spending policy or whether the change of spending is a result of change in overall GDP, or whether both the changes in GDP and spending are results of some third unknown variable. And because of that, it can be very hard to determine the exact effect of our monetary policy using a multiplier. And that is why economics can rarely tell the exact effect, if ever, be able to tell the exact effect of their monetary policy. They can tell a general trend that it helped or hurt, but they do not know the exact amount.